Drop, 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 drop.
Here we see what happened there.
I truly feel responsible for taking LeBron to that, taking him to that next level, because when he went to Miami, game 6 in Boston, where we had him on the ropes to go back to the finals, I think that was the game that took LeBron to the next level, to where his career from that point on.
And was he doing a lot of that against you?
It wasn't a lot against me. I was a little older, so we switched off a little. I guarded him half. Brandon Bass was guarding him. But, I think that right there, game 6, I believe it was first year in Miami.
We was up 3-2. There we go. So basically, was he telling his story or the truth? Ooh. You really got to figure this one out. So this is a good one because, my guys up here, we got the MJ versus LeBron debate. Joe held it down on that one. We got a Miami Heat fan here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go first on this one because you guys probably got way more to say than what I would say. Because to me, when I heard the clip, first thing I said was, man, stop the cap. Then I came back and said, wait a minute. Let me think about this. Because for every hero, you need a villain. In order to get better, Goku always had Vegeta. And then, even with Vegeta, Goku always found a way to be better. So in this sense, Paul Pierce could be LeBron's Vegeta. Technically, they're not friends. They're more like frenemies. But even when it was time to fight Frieza, still, Vegeta would try his hand. And then, Goku got to come in and clean everything up. Even with the kids. Even Gohan had a little bit more power. But I kind of agree with what Paul Pierce is saying. He kind of pushed LeBron. If you think about that series, and I remember vividly where I was at when this series started, and I wanted Boston to win because I could not stand that big three. Like, why would y'all go do that? At least the big three in Boston when they were older. But I had no gripes with Bosh and Wade teaming up. I'm like, they're going to be good together. Miami straight. And then LeBron go down there with all that, not 1, not 2, not 3. I wanted them to lose so bad. And then that game came on. And LeBron dropped not 1, not 2, not 3, but 19. What did he drop, like 45 that game? Put buckets on him, 45 and 45 minutes. That right there was the test that he needed. And he passed because you got to think, with this same Celtics team, they was in his head when he was in Cleveland. They was beating him up. I was just like Jordan with the Pistons. Sometimes you need that test. And once you get over that hurdle, you slide into greatness. And ever since then, outside of LeBron's finals appearances and losses, LeBron has been living up to expectations and he's been balling out. So I can agree. I can't say all of it was Paul Pierce, but some of that test right there definitely took him to another level. I agree with that one line. In Miami Dave, tell me what you think when you heard that one.
All right, so let me get this correct. Is he talking about the first year LeBron was with Boston or the second year? LeBron was with Miami.
He talking about 2012 when they were down when LeBron had that performance Tom was talking about. 2012 when they won their first championship.
Okay. I would agree with him if he said that from 2011. That's why I would have agreed. However, I'm going to disagree because this isn't the first time LeBron got them out of the playoffs, because he did play them in 2011 and they beat Boston in 2011. They also beat Boston in 2012. So that's 2 straight years he got Boston out in the playoffs. I would have agreed that if that was LeBron's first time being able to get over the hump against Boston. Now, I understand the situation to where Paul Pierce and the Celtics were basically up 3-1 going into Game 6. And if it wasn't for that Game 6 win, pretty much we out the playoffs. Then you got all the other stuff that could come with Miami. They might be breaking up and all this other stuff. I hear that. But saying that you're responsible for LeBron elevating his game, I think it's the wording that kind of throws me off a little bit, to say that you're responsible for him elevating his game. Because I feel like he elevated his game that next year that had nothing to do with you. He elevated his game that next year because of what happened in the 2011 finals, for him not showing up. That is what made him elevate his game, not because of the Boston Celtics or because of Paul Pierce and that game. Yes, it would have meant a lot if he did not get there, but LeBron was still who LeBron was. There was nothing that series did to elevate LeBron's game. His game was already there. Maybe his mentality. But then again, you can give that to Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade also made a switch that next year and said, LeBron, you need to be the leader. You need to be the guy. You're the superstar. You're the best player on the team. You need to take over. You need to be the guy. So do I think he's responsible for him elevating his game? No. Do I think he helped elevate his game from being from one of those guys? Yes, I think he helped, but responsible for it? No.
First off, Vegeta wouldn't be Paul Pierce because Vegeta never beat Goku. Poor Vegeta, man. That's my guy, too. They did him dirty on Dragon Ball Z. Right. And then at one time, I thought he was going to get his dub. Gohan was the hero. I'm like, Goku finally did. Who's going to be the hero? It got to be Vegeta. Team Gohan. What the world is Dragon Ball Z doing?
Is that
my man one victory? Huh?
Would that be Bronny? I'm joking. Go ahead.
It's funny because real quick in the chat, see, I don't think it's no big Dragon Ball Z fans in the chat. I be doing some Dragon Ball Z gifts and nobody be laughing. But somebody called you remember that meme when Vegeta be like, here's another, I forgot what he said. Look at me, basically, like another me, right? And he showed Trunks. And then they had when Goku showed Bronny. And then right after that, I showed a video of Cell killing Trunks.
That's exactly how it went down too.
But I'm with you, Tomo. I'm with you. I wish they can hear this. I hope he can hear me say this. I'm with you, Tomo. Oh, he could.
Just like that. And just like that.
I'm with Tomo. See, this is what Paul Pierce said. He said that first he said, I feel responsible. Then he said, I feel like I helped. Like he was part of the movement of LeBron's switch. And the switch he's talking about is mentally. LeBron, twice he got stopped by the Celtics in Cleveland. He did beat them in 2011, 4-1, I think. But in 2011, the chosen one became their frozen one. Shout out to Skip Bayless. And then he had to redeem himself the next year. You get back to this situation with the Celtics, and the series is tied 2-2. You are going against your arch rivals who's been holding you back. You're at home. Have an opportunity to take a 3-2 commanding lead. What happens? Paul Pierce knocked down 2 free throws with 1:30 left. Goes up by 2 points. LeBron tried to lay it up. I don't care what he did. Shot it, missed. Hasman gets a rebound, gets fouled. Makes 1 free throw, misses the second one. You up by 1, or you down by 1 against the Celtics. Paul Pierce got the ball with 30 seconds left. What does he do, Dave? He calls a screen on LeBron James' guy. LeBron James checking on one-on-one, step back 3, dagger. They go up 3-2, going back to Boston. I think everybody in the world that unless you were a LeBron fan was like, it's over. There's no way. It's over. I was like, and if he would have lost that, they would have lost that game 6.
I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm a Miami fan. So I'm that other fan that did not think it was over.
Man, I thought it was over. Because they were going back home. Like, Celtics going back home up 3-2. And we've seen this movie before. So if they would have lost that game 6, that big 3 would have got blown up. That would have been back to, like, after saying you're going to win 7 and back-to-back years, you folded. And what LeBron do? He had the best game in his career, in my opinion. After that game, we saw a different LeBron James. His whole mental change. Have y'all ever seen LeBron fold since then? You haven't seen it. So I gotta give Paul Pierce some credit for this. Like, I'm like, hold up, bro. I think I seen him before.
Nah, you're right. Nah, after the Mavs and that, yeah, he definitely helped him mentally go to another level. Like, it's either fatigue or something. Like, the team just had to been better than his. Like,
so
I don't know.
So I get you, Dave. D-Way help or people help. Paul Pierce said we were part of that too. Like, he said, people feel like it's wrong. People take it wrong. People feel crazy about it because it's Paul Pierce saying it. Paul Pierce like, look at me.
It's like Gilbert Arenas.
For me, it's not even the fact that Paul Pierce said it. It's what he said. saying that you're responsible for it, that's where I think he felt like he went wrong for that. Now, I know you said he helped, and that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense than saying that you're responsible for someone being able to get to the next level. I don't agree with that at all.
I think he was part of it though, because if you look
yes,
at the
I think he helped.
Okay,
He said responsible. That's different. Saying you're responsible for and saying that you helped is two different things.
I think he said I was responsible. Then he said I was part. Like basically, then he could kind of correct himself and say I was like part of it.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with saying that he helped, but saying that you're responsible is an absolute no.
No, he wasn't fully responsible.
And I'm not a LeBron fan, so
he wasn't fully. But just like Isaiah Thomas with Jordan, he was.
Isaiah Thomas wasn't responsible, but that team definitely helped Jordan get to where he was and why he became the GOAT.
So like respect to AJ in the chat, because AJ was like he agreed, like like Paul Pierce is 1-on-1. It's like he was the truth. The truth will set you free.
Yeah, and that was one of the games where you can look and say you've never seen LeBron more focused. Like he was truly locked in from the beginning. He ain't dapped nobody up. None of that.
That was the most focused I've ever seen LeBron James. I haven't even seen him that focused since.
He went crazy, bro. Like he went crazy that game. He was he had 45 points and like 6 assists. That's it. 6 is not even a lot. But he had like 15 rebounds. Like that's how you could tell the man was like, I'm taking us home. And that's what I be telling LeBron fans. Oh, he averaged 28, 10-10. Bro, can you average 35, 7-7? We don't need 10 assists for you. We need 35. Sorry, y'all.
No, you did the right thing. All I was saying was
Joe was getting back into that LeBron and MJ debate.
What do you want him to do? He averaged 28, 10-10. I'm like, bro, we don't need 10-10. Like, we don't need 10 assists from LeBron. We need 35 points a game.
And that's what I was saying too, Vaughn. I feel like it's because of what happened in the finals. I don't think it was solely because of Paul Pierce and the Celtics. I think it's because he folded in the finals when he should have been the guy.
The reason why I think it helped.
That's true, but who was in his way though?
No, I'm not. I'm saying it helped. I'm just talking about from the responsibility point. That's it.
And it's a Celtics. Like imagine.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's
like imagine like this
the 49ers. Go ahead.
Like let's be real. Imagine this year.
I'm just saying.
Y'all, I know, right? Y'all play the Celtics Eastern Conference Finals, Dave, and y'all go up 3-2 on the Celtics, and Jason Tatum goes crazy. We're gonna be like, man, Jimmy Butler, man. When Jimmy Butler came out years from now and be like, man, let's say what Paul Pierce said, we all would agree.
I'm gonna disagree if he says responsible. I'll say if he says help, I'll agree. But if he says responsible, I'll disagree.
Yeah, nobody's fully responsible. Like, I mean, but he was part. Because even though the Celtics beat y'all, they beat y'all before. 2 years, they beat y'all already with Udoka. But Miami is still they hurdle. Just like the Celtics were with Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look at how history can repeat itself amongst franchises,
Oh, snap, the same two teams. I'm crazy, but I'm just not putting it together.
For real? He just did a bar and didn't even know it. I'm like, it's literally the same exact thing. But
it's always been that.
Players, though.
It's been that. If you look at the East, it's been those two teams representing the finals more times than anyone else.
Dang, how many actually won?
Only we won 2. They won 1.
Oh, it's not. They only won 1. You're right. My bad. I was trying to take a shot at you, but you actually won that one.
Get him, Dave. Yeah, Dave. Try to get you.
Yeah, we won 2. They won 1.
Yeah, Dave.
Well, I kind of had a feeling we was all gonna find a way to agree with what Paul Pierce was saying, but it's definitely the wording of it. If you would have said solely responsible, I would have came on here and said, "Nah, he tripping." But once I heard it helped, I said I can agree with that. Even Skip had to agree with that because y'all seen Keyshawn. He was like, as soon as he said, he was like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, he was. Like, what you talking about? Said, "Did you guard him?" He's like,
Skip tried to play with him. Was most of those points on you?
No, we switched over on him.
Mm-hmm. Man, what do you say?
Oh man,
you
see what Devon put, right?
Ignore it. Ignore
what
Marcus said. Ignore what Marcus said.
Oh, let me put what Devon said first. He said, "Don't worry, Dave." That's what he really put to say. Don't worry, Dave. The Magic back.
Hey, look. Wasn't trying to get in a 3-team trade with the
Clippers. Y'all was supposed to be back last year. Y'all had a higher season than us and still lost in the season series. So
and neither on RBO?
And neither one of us made it out of the first round. So.
Is Dave about to make an appearance on RBO?
Oh, I am. I'm ready to make an appearance. I don't care. Okay, I'm ready to be on any show.
So he like going to Disneyland.
It's fun.
Hey,
It's fun going to Disneyland. You know, I took my kids there before. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna go again.
You know what you should do if you do go on it? I'll tell you off air. We can't prep Vaughn for it, but I'm gonna tell you off air. But speaking of Disney World and